Hey guys, what is happening and welcome to this video. So in today's video we are talking about appraisals and the corruption that is blatantly gone on with appraisals for the past, I don't know, 21 years maybe. But anyway guys, we're going to dig into this and take a look at this and how this will backfire. So without further ado guys, let's do it! Alright guys, I'm back. So we're talking about appraisals, and this may be something that's crossed your mind, but it's going to cross your mind for a lot for the next 5-10 minutes as we discuss it. So when somebody goes in, bids over ask on a house, which is becoming commonplace right now, it's been the pandemic thing, is bidding over asking price. And you've got news articles and all kinds of things that are swirling around, just generating that type of FOMO. And especially people that are moving, province to province, and they're trying to find a better deal so they have more capital because they just sold up in Vancouver and now they're moving to the interior. So they can bid up the housing price on that house. But the fact is, most houses in Canada are leveraged homes. People don't buy them for cash. Most people are buying them with a mortgage. And when they get that mortgage, there's going to be an appraiser that comes out. Now, if somebody has bidded over $150,000 on the asking price, that is more than 10% on a $1 million home. And the fact is that appraisers are writing these home values up because they just want to get paid. And this is the same type of crap that was going on during 2008 in the US, and people thought, you know what, it's just going to go on forever. That is the mentality, guys, in case you haven't noticed. The mentality is, if you've got FOMO, that prices are going to go up forever. And we know that's not the case. We know that we've been in this long super cycle. And Canada has really just been waiting for the economy to go down, because when the economy goes down, it's going to take the housing bubble with it. The fact is, they managed to peddle it on for so long, I think is just terrible, because people view it as a good thing, but it's really, really bad, because what it's done is just inflated this thing so big now that it's going to affect all of us. It's not just going to be a thing that just affects the people who are over leveraged. This is going to affect all of us. And you can only squarely place the blame on the government, the fraud, everything that has gone on. Regulators haven't stepped in and clamped down. There just has not been any good regulations that have come in. And the government just hasn't wanted to step in and do anything because, quite frankly, real estate has been propping up the economy for a long time now. So they don't want to be seen as the ones that are going to take down the economy and the housing market. Now, the fact is that this appraisal corruption, I want to call it fraud, but it's not really fraud by definition. Appraisal corruption is rife. I mean, just think about it. Somebody bids $150,000 over ask on $1 million house. They're getting a mortgage on that. Let's say they've got 5% down, because you can get up to $1 million with a CMHC mortgage. That means that the amount that the appraiser has just written the house up over is more than their down payment. And this is where the LTVs are just totally screwed. And people just don't realize how bad this has really got. And I just want to say, this is just like a Jenga tower, okay? You're going to be stripping away these different things, and then all of a sudden it's just going to collapse. And people are going to say after this, they're going to say these things, mark my words. And I just use probability. So if I ever say it like it's a for sure thing, it's because it's most likely, it's most probable. It doesn't mean it's definitely going to happen. And it doesn't mean I can pinpoint when it's definitely going to happen anyway. All we can use is probabilities to best estimate the worst case scenarios, the best case scenarios, and when they're going to happen. But the things people are going to say after this are going to be quite unbelievable. You're going to get all these articles coming out and people saying, how did we not see this coming? How did we not know about this? And you guys, you're watching a channel right now and getting real insight on this, so I know that a lot of the people watching this video are people that are thinking along the same lines. They're thinking, this is stupid. How are people not seeing this? So the thing you need to remember, guys, and it's something you always need to have in the back of your head, you may be going out there talking to your friends, talking to your family, and warning them about what's coming. But the thing is, it's kind of in some ways best not to do that, because people are just going to blame you no matter what. They'll just blame you. So it's best not to, if you want to keep those relationships. Obviously, I recommend, like, if you've got friends that have just got their head in the sand, those aren't friends to have. You need friends on the same wavelength as you, that are smart and intelligent people and aren't just sheep and gonna lure you into doing something stupid. And that's quite often why people can self-sabotage. But anyway, I'm getting a little bit off track here. You're gonna get blamed. So it's best not to advise people. The other thing is, guys, you have to remember this 70-30 rule to do with the normalcy bias. Now, the normalcy bias is essentially when there's warnings all around that stuff is about to go down and people just ignore them. And 70% of people suffer with that. So the fact is, 7 out of 10 people you talk to and say housing is going to collapse, they're going to say no, and you're not going to be able to persuade them any different. So don't even bother. Don't even waste your time. Put your time into going out, knocking doors, and finding out for yourself how scary this market really is, because that's what I've done. You have to do that, because I think it's a perfect way, and I didn't get paid loads of money to go around knocking doors and asking people about their finances. I just found it like a learning experience for myself, because I always thought this market was completely screwed up. It was like November 2017 when I started that, and I did it throughout 2018. I covered 2 subdivisions in Milton. I saw how many people were just leveraged, so leveraged beyond belief. You just could not believe it, and you just couldn't believe the large proportion of housing that was being bought for investment purposes. And that was the crazy cash cow thing. Thing is, guys, you just have to do your homework. Sometimes you can Google to your heart's content and not really find out stuff. But if you're in Toronto, what's stopping you going to a new subdivision, knocking on doors and going around? Yeah, you have to have a hard head, because people are going to slam the door in your face. People are going to tell you to F off, and you just have to kind of take it and realize that for the most part, people are going to be pretty honest with you. And I kind of found it funny, actually, when I first started doing it, how willing people were to just share financial information when they don't even know who the hell you are and you just knock their door. I mean, now it's got a little bit harder because of the pandemic, but whatever. I just want to thank you for watching this video. I'm going to have another couple of videos. I'm just about to film one right now about the vacancy rate, which I'll have out God knows when. So anyway, guys, thank you for watching as always. If you want to subscribe to the channel, you know where to do it. I will see you in the next video. Peace and love. Bye-bye.